What is going on YouTube? So a little something new. I don't know if you're aware, but I covered this song a couple years ago by myself. But my wife has joined me on my channel recently. No, this is not a new wife. When I was making all those videos, she was hanging out in the bedroom, and I was, you know. But now I'm making less videos because I'm hanging out with this young lady every night, pretty much. Who wouldn't, right? But recently, she has taken more of an interest in my channel and possibly even enjoying some of the music that I like. So I know this was an amazing video. She is familiar with Rammstein, which one song that everybody knows, right?
Dude, from the 90s, Du hast.
Yeah, yeah.
Du.
So the moment every time I say the name, she's like, Du hast, Du hast. I'm like, well, there's a little more than that, but that's, you know, that's how it goes. Very famous, yeah, song. This song is one of my favorites by them for sure.
You remember what that's from, right? You remember that video?
What?
From Du hast.
What about it?
They dressed like, what's it face? Not Natural Born Killers. What's the other one? Where they wear the white shirts and the black pants.
Reservoir Dogs?
Yes.
Oh.
Such a great,
Never saw the video.
Movie. What? So good. Yeah, they dressed like Reservoir Dogs.
We're rating Halloween candy that, you know.
We had a lot of people that didn't come for Halloween, and so I seriously love Snickers and Twix. And peanut M&Ms.
No. So we've been chilling. I don't know how many videos we've done so far. A bunch. 5? Yeah, we've gone on a marathon. So this is the one I wanted to end up with, though, just because there's so much to it. I know that there was a lot of things I missed when I watched it for the first time. She's got a very keen eye. We'll see what she picks up. But yeah, we'll hopefully put that there so it doesn't make any worse. But yeah, so we're going to check out Rammstein's Deutschland. And just a little bit of premise behind this that I'm aware of. You don't know German that much, do you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not even a single word.
Like a lot of Rammstein's lyrics, these are pretty simple. It's really just kind of like this struggle between, like, you know, Germany, I love you, you know, I live here, I don't want to leave, but I am aware of the fact that, you know, you've been a piece of shit in the past, you know, and there's certain things that, you know, there's reasons why I don't love you the way I should, but I should, you know, and I still love you, you know, so things like that. There's always this kind of contrasting feeling about Germany, right?
Yeah. So
that's kind of like really what the lyrics mean. A lot of the imagery and everything comes from the actual video. Very crazy, well done video. Yeah, and we'll just see what you think, what you pick out. But just be aware there's a lot of imagery, a lot of things to look out for. And yeah, let's check it out. All right, here we go.
It totally looks like Dumbledore's.
Oh, like Dumbledore's thing. All right, so 16 AD, so we're what, Roman Empire?
Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Jesus is still alive.
Yeah.
I can't remember if Julius Caesar is dead yet. That's interesting.
She had Till's head in her hand.
Who?
The singer. The music's incredible.
viel geweint, im Geist getrennt, im Herz vereint. Wir sind schon sehr lang zusammen, dein Atem kalt, das Herz in Flammen.
Place to stop.
A lot of imagery about the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
If you notice with the monks and how they're eating the people alive, that speaks volumes.
Yeah. Yeah. Tons of imagery. I mean, what's the most compelling yet confusing about this is they're just bouncing all through German history, obviously. I mean, we started with the Roman Empire. You had the Goths and all that were involved in the beginning and all that. Do you know who the black lady is? Yeah, you figured that out?
Well,
that was the thing that I was always...
The Lionheart. She had a very, like, Lionheart-esque outfit when she had the gold crown with the gold. So it reminded me of Richard the Lionheart from England. However, no, I do not.
So you'll notice she's usually clad in black, red, and gold.
Oh, so it's got to be symbolic of a god.
Something like that, yeah. Yep, that was the biggest thing. The whole thing, I was like, who is she supposed to be? And at the end, I finally put it together. But yeah, so just different, and unfortunately, I don't recognize a lot of these. They're obviously very kind of important parts of history that I just don't. I'm not familiar with.
What we're looking at right now is very 30s, prior to World War II.
Yeah.
Based on how they're dressed.
Yeah, so it's just kind of all over the place.
Ich will dich nie verlassen, man kann dich lieben und will dich hassen. Überheblich, überlegen, übernehmen, übergeben, überraschen, überfallen. Deutschland, Deutschland, über allen. Mein Herz in Flammen, will dich lieben und verdammen. Dein Atem kalt, so jung und doch so alt. Deine Liebe ist Fluch und Segen. Meine Liebe kann ich dir nicht geben.
You always have the most catchy books.
Do you see how the
Burning Books?
the burning books? But if you notice, she as like the god character is hugging the Nazis, but then you have this other medieval character who's interacting with them. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
That guy looks like he's got a lightsaber back there. I'm not even sure what that is.
He totally does. Wow. Yeah, I mean, people have done some pretty like in-depth analysis of this video. I haven't watched any of them yet to really get like.
But yeah, but when you see like God hugging Germany and how they killed the Jewish man first, it's very like Christianity above Judaism, because although Hitler wasn't exactly fond of religion in general, he tolerated Christianity because he knew that's what a lot of people were. But they were also, by this point in time, Lutheran and not so much Catholic. Okay. So.
Cool. All right. Gosh, I don't know why my space are. Dude, I always thought, like this part here, right? I always thought Rammstein would be a great way to just learn. It's just like a language teaching for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now, he's like ich, du, like he's going through all of the different pronouns.
So what
and
is
things.
do?
You.
You, I, you.
I, you. It's almost like I, you, we, us kind of thing. Like it's, you know, it's very instructive.
Stop. Don't eat that.
What are you chewing on?
Just because you're going to be one on Monday doesn't mean you get to eat the box. I have a lot of stuff important in that. See, that's like what the card is there.
So they pulled the dog out, yeah. So I did hear really quick that dog. I think it's some kind of a strain of dog that only lives in Germany or something like that. There's something about that. Like it symbolizes Germany.
Like a wolfhound kind of.
Somebody put it in the comments.
The German Shepherd.
Übermächtig, überflüssig, über Menschen, überdrüssig. Wer hochsteigt, der wird tief fallen. Deutschland, Deutschland, überall. Dein Herz in Flammen, will dich lieben und verdammen. Mein Atem kalt, so jung und doch so alt. Deine Liebe ist Fluch und Segen. Meine Liebe kann ich dir nicht geben.
They're cute, aren't they? So she gave birth to these dogs that supposedly it's like a rebirth of Germany, I guess, or that's how I want to go out.
Very, very symbolic.
See, there you go, right there. So did you notice that?
So she was
She
Germany.
represents Germany, yep.
Polanders, it's a very... See?
German Shepherds?
German Shepherds. Which I think are adorable. They're like a day over 50-something.
Yeah, it's all like the drummer always looks pretty young in my opinion.
See? Lightsabers, man. They're Sith.
Yeah.
But that could be a bad time in Germany's history where they were the aggressors. And burning books is what they did during World War II because that was against anything that didn't perpetuate German propaganda. So see how she was like a kingdom of their own right, and then it just kind of fell by the wayside. The guy's name was Hell Yes. I want to be named that.
There's also a cool phrase in this song. It's something like, so So the sense that Germany as a state is relatively newer, but the German people go back way back.
Well,
depending on how they.
and if you go back into Roman history, Julius Caesar was over the land of Germania before he became the emperor. That's kind of where his hideout was. I don't want to say hideout. He didn't hide out, but that's where he was stationed. It was in Germania over there.
Huh.
So I can definitely see that Roman link to it. As far as the medieval, I mean, they would have marched through Germany, I imagine, on their way to the Holy Land, which is why she's got the gold. Like, they were going to prosper.
Yeah.
That's a great video.
Isn't it crazy?
That is really good. But you still need to watch Du Hast.
Yeah, I do.
But so okay. I was a 90s Rammstein fan. I mean, my friends and I, like, believe it or not, I had rocker friends.
Wait,
They
you
didn't
call him
like my
Rammstein?
music.
I have one question, Dr. Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
Rammstein.
Rammstein. Yeah, I kept calling Rammstein in my first couple videos.
Because that's how Americans say it, Rammstein, but it's Rammstein.
Rammstein, yeah.
Yeah, so, but, I mean, I've always liked their music. I thought they were a very solid band,
Yeah.
even back then.
You know, the other thing, too, about them that I appreciate is, like, most foreign artists always sing in English.
Right.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
But, like, not just Rammstein, but a lot of other German artists that I'm seeing, like, there's one called Saltatio Mortis and Vierschwanz and a couple others. They always sing in German, which is interesting. Listen, any of these other overseas bands is always English.
Well,
You know,
and
so that's kinda cool.
German pride was kind of like the downfall. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having pride in your country, but then, like, German nationalism was what got in the way with World War II. You know, and then people blame them for World War I, which is why they had to pay all those reparations, and then they went broke, causing Hitler's rise, World War II. But they haven't really done much since, which is good. There was a
as far as being aggressors, kind
right?
of. Okay, I was saying, I'm sure they've done a ton. Yeah.
No, but they, if you notice, they haven't been the aggressors in a lot of. You're looking at Russia. You're looking at the Middle East. I mean.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I think there's been a lot of eyes on them for a while, you know, and I think
They're a solid band.
They've gotten to the point, like, well, Germany, and then we're getting in the muddy waters that caused me to shut the comments down before, but you know, I think that what was I gonna say? Well, like a lot of other countries, the way that we are patriotic, you know, wearing our flag or our house decorated for whatever, they find that to be really odd, you know, and especially German, like, they're very, very careful not to be too openly proud of their country and show that.
Because their open pride is what caused World War II. It allowed Hitler to move up through the ranks and say, listen, Germany should be on top. We are the number 1 country.
Yeah.
We've been kind of through hell and back. Be proud of where you're from. Where in America, I mean, you know, you have your patriots, and then you also have your people that are just like, I can't believe, you know, we live in this country with our past, yada yada. But I appreciate how in that video, Germany kind of Rammstein touched on a lot of the different parts of their history without saying, you know, well, we're better because of X, Y, and Z. They were just like, we acknowledge our past. We know it wasn't great, but there were some great moments in it. You know, every country, regardless of where you're, every single country has a good past and a bad past. And it's just about, you know, do you accept the bad and continue to move forward, or do you focus on the bad and then you guys are all, and then you're like held back from moving forward and trying to make things better than what they were.
Learning from your
Exactly.
past. Yeah.
History, if you don't learn from the past, you're bound to repeat it in the future.
There you go.
It rings true.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite songs of theirs. There's a couple others that are good too, but
Yeah.
But we're gonna sign off. It's getting dark. I almost wish I turned the light on over here because I'm noticing in the video we're starting to get a little getting a little darkish. But it's good to see you guys back. I know that with this song, with a video and a song like this, it's hard not to talk about certain things, but it's also hard not to become a little bit like people kind of get again a little bit fired up in the comments. So please join us in the comments. Hopefully it stays civil, as opposed to last time.
Yeah.
But yeah. But either way, we enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Be safe, healthy, and be nice to each other.